experiment begin. Let the 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 experiment begin. experiment begin. Let the 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 experiment begin.
Good evening. Welcome and listen to that echo. It is I, Vinny Ratlock, and we are here and we are awesome. I'm muting that. Get rid of that echo. Anywho, we are here. This is not actually the mask I'm working on tonight. I just had it there just so people could see and check it out. I hope everyone's doing well. I believe I'm being picked up. No? Yes? Hello? Hello? No? If I unmute this mic. If I unmute this mic, now I'm coming through. Hopefully there's no echo. No? Good. Master Hooks, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me a heads up. There's no echo. Awesome. Well, there was an echo on my side, and so I started to freak out a bit. Once again, I do apologize to anybody coming on here. I'm still not completely up to par when it comes to my streaming. But, you know, you guys are here, and that's what matters. You guys are being entertained. And that's the most important part. And thank you, Master Hooks, for being the first one here. So Master Hooks needs to chime in with his late night hi or hi. But anywho, yes, but no, welcome to Mad Lab tonight. Yes, this isn't the mask I'm actually working on. It was this mask right here for the film series coming out called Paul's Wonderful Circus. And this is where, there it is, hi! So this is where we left off. Here, I'll just bring this down here. Whoa, it's a little too bright. So yeah, that's what we got going on right now. Looks kind of like a knockoff Dollar Tree Freddy Krueger mask, but that's fine. And some of the, even though this is like that high-grade duct tape stuff, it's losing some of its adhesiveness, if you will. So I'm going to be fixing that tonight. I'll be using some other adhesory and whatnot, doing a little bit of a, what's it called? The words escape my brain. Hot glue, I think I'll be doing tonight. I'll be doing some hot glue on here. But we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get into the action of mask making. So without any further ado, here we go. Okay, so we got this much done so far. If you guys remember what the mask looked like last time, it was this, but it was a lot of white, gray, and black. That was all over it, and there was some damage over here. And the reason why I gave this the base coat is because around the edges you could see kind of like a flesh tone and whatnot. So that's what we're going to be doing. Well, let me adjust this. Looking better. This. No. But this. Almost. Let me step away. And we're back. Awesome. That is how I like it. So, perfect. All right, let's get going on this. I feel like I need to mirror myself. Because the weird thing is I'm looking at the mask right now, but it looks like I'm just completely staring off screen. So let's see if I can adjust that real quick. I'm still learning StreamYard. People were telling me, "Oh, you need OBS. Oh, you need, you know, the all that new fandangled stuff." And I'm like, no, because I don't know what I'm doing. And I still don't. Hey, what do you know? I should have adjusted that before. Who's that? Oh, I can do this. Nobody knows what I'm doing. There. Now I'm looking at the project I'm looking at by mirroring myself. Science. Awesome. Okay, so let's get back to it. If you guys remembered seeing the weeks before when I was doing the masks for Heckles and, or not Heckles, but Twinkles and Giggles, you guys will remember this guy. This is wonderful. This is a grooming apparatus that is used for horses, cows, and whatnot. And I love it because of these edges right here on either side. I like it first off because it feels really nice when I groom myself. So it's very soothing. But I use it to damage the masks, to scratch it up and whatnot. And that's what we're going to be doing with this mask. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a couple of rubbings. First off, just to rough up some areas. It'll tear in. And not only that, since I did the coating of duct tape on it, it's also going to cause damage ripping up chunks of the duct tape, which is what I want. Especially around this area right here where I put a bunch of the red at, because there is pieces that are peeled, that were peeled up in the original mask, and that's what I'm wanting to get. So, and people are like, I can't, and some of the people said in the past with my other mask, like, but you painted that mask. You spent all that time painting that mask, and now you're scratching it up. Why would you paint all that and scratch it up? And it's because I believe in layers. I always preach about layers. You'll always hear me talk about layers in almost every stream that I do, because layers are important to a mask. You want to tell a story. And by putting layers on, them seeing this, you're telling the story about stuff that they went through that isn't on the film. you see the damage that's on the mask, you see the weathering that's on the mask, and you immediately think this person has been through a lot. So, and we're going to catch it with the side a little bit, just to tear up the mask some more. I'm really going into this side. You see there, we got some peelage, which is what I want. I want that peelage. I want that damage. Go around all the sides. You want those. You want those marks. You want that texture. You want that damage. See, because some people are like, oh man, I can't believe you tore it. I'm like, no, this is what I want. I want this damage. I want this mask to tell the story that they've been through a lot. You know, you don't. I mean, yes, if you are just starting a specific character gimmick in the world of horror, if they've never done it before and it's the first time wearing the mask, of course it's not going to be a weathered, worn mask. It's going to be nice, clean, and pristine. But the story we're telling about this character is that he has been at it for a while. So if he's been at it for a while, and this is one of his old masks that he used to wear all the time, why would it still be in great condition? Always tell a story with whatever you have. Whether it be in pro wrestling, horror films, writing a book, you know, it just, it seems like I took an entire sliver off. Matter of fact, I'm going to take this sliver and I'm going to put it somewhere around here. Thank you very much, Master Hooks. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you were on tonight. We're looking into changing some of our formatting and whatnot. So my wife, unfortunately, she was a little sick tonight, Mrs. Ratlock. So I was on a little late, but it's not her fault. Just you know, you roll with the punches. You do what you can. You do what you can do, and you can't do what you can't do, and you just you know, it's like I'm gonna do it again. It's like my buddy when he had the grizzly cub in the back of his car. Bear with me. So there you go. Get some upward scratches in this area. Like this is going to be the main focus point because this was the focus point in his previous mask. And then I'm going to start pulling a little bit more at the eyes, around the nose area. There we go. Cause a little bit of damage there. I hope she feels better as well. Thank you very much, Master Hooks. I'll let her know you said that. There we go. Got some good damage going on. All right, cool. Cool beans. All right, so there's some good damage right there. Now, I don't know why I did that. I didn't really need to do that. So now we have all this, and what he had done next is he kind of lightly coated it with a like a white acrylic. So that's what I'm going to be doing as well. And even though, if anybody else, because I have extra viewers here, they're probably bots that just haven't chimed in yet. But if anybody comes on, feel free to say hello. Ask me any kind of questions you want, whether it be about horror films, wrestling, my love of pie, anything, and I will answer it to the best of my abilities. All right, so we need some brushes. You know what I think? Yeah, I'm going to go with that. One of these nights, I'm going to do some makeshift brushes and have you guys check that out, see what they look like. So, with all that now on there, I'm going to brighten up the mask. because there's some whites and there's some blacks and there's some grays, and the grays kind of look like they didn't really let the white paint dry before applying the black. So I may be attempting to do that as well. So here we are. Kind of want. Is there an echo? I keep hearing an echo on my side, so I'm always nervous that I'm actually having an echo take place. Which, by the way, I had to have an echo done this last week on my heart. They are going to be setting me up with another appointment to scan my heart. They said it was inconclusive. They had me do a stress test as well. So here we go. That sounds terrible. It's because I have both of them going right now. I didn't realize that. Yeah, no, I heard it too. I was just slowly descending into madness. Up here, I'm doing more of a quick brushing. Like I want to do a full coat on here. Thoughts exactly. Oh, poopy. Very much so. I've also talked to, if you can still hear me, hopefully you can still hear me. I had to completely mute myself out audio wise because there was so much reverb just now. But I'm talking to some of my friends in the music industry, and I'm getting ready to start featuring their music and playing in the background while I'm doing this. That way, you guys will be able to enjoy something else besides just. I mean, some people are into the ASMR, hearing brush strokes and everything like that. Some people, when I get a little too quiet, they're like, "Oh my god, at least have a song playing." So, I'm going to be doing that. Where I talked to Abdullah Khan, who's a tremendous hip hop artist out of uh, Indianapolis area. He's giving me some songs to work with. He's also still working with me for my wrestling promotion, ZPW, which is awesome. We got 2 or 3 more music videos getting ready to come out for him. So it's a bunch of his music with our clips of our wrestling and whatnot from over the 20 years to it. So that's going to be cool. As well as a good friend of mine, a horrorcore rapper, as well as a person that I trained back in 2007 to wrestle, is the Womp Thing. He just disbanded their group, Damnation, and he's now going solo. He's letting me get my hands on some of his music as well, and they do some vile, terrible, like NC-17 horror film type music with them. So something to have playing in the background, just a way of helping out my friends. They've helped me out before. And I got an interview coming. Aha, yes. This Saturday on Horrendously Horrible Horror. Besides watching some fan films, I have an interview with the gentleman who commissioned me for this mask for their horror film. That's right, Paul Allen, writer, director, and for Paul's Wonderful Circus, and the upcoming Paul's Wonderful Circus presents The First Harvest. He commissioned me to make this mask, and in return, I asked him if he'd like me to give a little interview. We are, and I'll be playing that interview this Saturday. Uh, we're going to watch just a short film, fan film based on a horror movie, and then right after that, we'll be getting right into the interview, talk about the upcoming shows he's got going on with Paul's Wonderful Circus as well. He's already got the casting done. He's already started to get some intro filming done on it, and I know we have a big day in September because that's one of the other things I do as well, besides this stuff and pro wrestling and running my own promotion. I also am a special effects uh, designer and coordinator. We have a couple kill scenes to film, and he's got me there for it. I'm the prop master. I'm making him the props, such as some knives and grot wire, uh, some squibbage, if you will. If you guys don't know what a squib is, a squib is basically a thing set up for kill scenes that's it's got a pocket in it, blood, and when it gets triggered, the blood oozes out and stuff. Most people know squibs to be plastic blood in it, attached to a piece of metal with a small charge, like guns and stuff. But you can also do squibs for like knife injuries and stuff like that. Thank you very much, Master Hooks. I appreciate the input on that. But yeah, so he's got me doing a lot of that stuff in preparation for the filming day on the 27th, and I greatly look forward to that. So I have the white coat on here. I gotta save up some money and buy me some gloves. I'm getting paint all over the place. Why? Well, I don't know why I didn't do this. But it's fine. I can use them again. My son is watching a show called The Fixies, which they look like little robot fairies that fix electronics. And I got the jingle stuck in my head. All right, so there is the white base cover. Like we said, we did the full cover, so you can see some of the stuff in the background, which we're going to be more to it now. I have some of this black here. Check it out. Actually, maybe I this acrylic. All right. What I'll do is I'm going to put a little bit over here. There we go. Using the same brush without letting it dry, and we're going to start hitting some of these areas. There we go. Get the eyes nice and dark down here. On the edge of the teeth. Gonna do the edges of it. And it's almost like when I'm painting it, when you see me painting it, not only I'm putting it on, I'm still, even after it's on, I still kind of brush down hard on it where I'm almost taking the paint back using the brush. And that's fine. It's just adding some extra wear to those spots. Okay, so put that use the heat gun. I'm gonna heat this up a little bit. Try to paint just a little bit. But not only that, I'm going to do that because it's going to cause some other wear and tear to the mask. Where you say, I'm going to do it right about here. You notice that not only is the mask itself contorting a little bit, some of the areas it's causing the paint to crack. Get more of an A, having a mask out in the heat and whatnot. See the parts, the seams separating. All right. It's got some good separation there. The mask is flattened out a bit, but no worries because we can just reshape it. Just hold it on the spot and let it cool down. Why did this? I don't have my little paper towel. It's terrible. It's terrible. What's wrong with this? Just wrap this. Just hold it there and let it slowly cool itself down. That is very nice. Just do what I can to cool it down real quick so I can put another coat on it. I have a freezer right here. I could always just throw it in the freezer real quick. If I had a second project, while this cools down, though, I also have an awesome announcement. Let's see if I can. Oh, uh, awesome announcement coming up this October. haven't seen the new Thor movie yet. Oh yes, but yeah, Gore the God Killer. Yes, I can't wait to see that movie. Rotten Tomatoes giving it a real bad rating stuff. I still want to see it. Um, no, yeah, so definitely, I want to check that out, Master Hooks. This October in Indianapolis, there's this awesome place called VoltCon. It's a Voltron convention, Voltron and 80s pop culture and whatnot. The first 2 years they were there, I had an artist booth there selling my personal artwork and stuff, and then I had to sit out last year because my wife's broken foot. Um, but uh, they're having me back. I'm going to be doing a guest artist booth there for VoltCon 2022. It's going to be in Central Indianapolis. I'm going to have more information about that soon. But not only that, for they have an auction, a silent auction that's a fundraiser. And for that auction, I'm going to be doing. Let's see these guys. Bowling pins. They're not just going to be any bowling pins. I'm going to have these completely done up. They're going to be characters from Voltron. That's right, all of the paladins. I may even do Zarkon if I'm able to. So I can't wait to do that, and I'm going to be picking a new day, or I may be replacing one of the days that I already have, uh, showing me preparing, painting the pins, and then after all the pins are done, I'll be setting up my easel, putting my canvases on them, and doing all my different crafting, all my different paintings and everything, getting prepared for VoltCon this year in October. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very happy with VoltCon asking me to be a part of it. I cannot wait. But all that out of the way, the mask is now dry. So let us continue. So I got the grays on, the whites on. We've gotten some more damage and separation. The next thing I'm going to do is try to make this darker in some areas. So I'm going to be using more black. Just remember, guys, if you just got on here, let me know you're here so I can say hello to you. And if you just got on here, I am making a mask for a franchise starting back up again called franchise is part of Paul's Wonderful Circus. Actually, this is based off of a mask that Paul had when he was a part of a band, and it's the mask he would wear when he played guitar for them. So that's really cool. Got a lot of different. See, I got some white over here still, so I can. Back over with the white. More black in there. I'm doing it. They call it stippling, is where you don't uh, drag the brush across. You basically just do the stipple as they were. You'll see a lot of people do this method when doing not patterns. Is when they put the dang it stenciling. You see people stipple a lot when they stencil. So some more stippling here on the edge. And not only that, I think it's really good. I'm really glad this turned out so far. So far. A lot of damage on here. I've even put some burn marks in, some melting. How are you guys liking the mask so far? How's turning out? I hope you're enjoying this part. Like I said, everything is upon light. If I want more white, I lightly brush it when I first put the white on. If I want it to get darker, I push harder. So as you see how lightly I'm, if I want to get it darker, just push down a little bit with that. See how darker the gray gets. Just constantly adding layer after layer of different colors. Some of the areas are going to be very thick. The layers just caked on. Some areas will be very thin. Okay, that's that. Well, I'm going to go back and put a little bit of flesh tone on there. That's a bit too much, but I will. Like in this area. Put some more flesh tone back on there just a little bit. Even though I poured way too much. Okay, okay. Match that in there. Make some plain black. Go back over the eye. Stuff. And the fun thing too is and the music that Paul does is Christian death. That's tremendous. Not too many people know about Christian death. Usually, you hear death metal and you immediately think it's just disturbing, like death metal. But this actually does Christian death. All right. I got pretty much all of it done. All that's left is to dry for a bit, and then I'll be putting a head strap for it. Kind of a head strap, actually. I'm going to be using. No. Where is it? Where's that? There we go. I have this 1 inch black um, strapping that I have, and I will be attaching it on each side. Probably I have a piece in here that makes it adjustable, so it's adjustable on the head as well. And I may actually just do that on a second while I'm watching some awesome films. What do you say about that? Why don't we do that? Why don't we call tonight a night, because this is pretty much done. All, like I said, all that's left is to put the head straps in. So there we have it. The mask is basically done. I'm probably going to hit it with a one or two. What's right here? Nope, that is a gloss black. That will. If I sprayed it with that, I'm pretty much just throwing it in the trash. There we go. We have some clear. A nice clear finish. Always make sure your room's ventilated before you do this. All right. A little bit. All right. We are perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So there we have it. All right, so that is now completed. Here we go. It's the finish of the. Got to get better lighting. My goodness. So there, the mask, the design of the mask is now finished. So all that's left is going to be reinforcing the back of the mask. As you can see, all these pieces of tape. I'm just going to put some hot glue, finish it off, and then we're going to be cutting in 2 notches here and on the other side to add the head strap, and it will be done and on its way for the most wonderful circus. See it on there. Mostly, it's going to be through YouTube. Thank you very much, Mr. Hooks. I just appreciate you being here right now. Tonight is one of my lesser casts known, but it's I guess it's more convenient for people to be on others. So the fact that you're here watching this with me as I do it, it keeps me going. And hopefully just like my other shows, because my other shows have been growing exponentially, and that's awesome. Um, and so we're just on our way for bigger and better things. Like I said, I'm doing what I can to improve your guys' entertainment from 8 to 9 on nights. And so hopefully those improvements come underway, and trying to save up right now so I can get better computer equipment. Although I've been doing some fun stuff, but like I said, I've been converting analog cameras to be webcams as well, just because I kind of like that exposure to it, you know. It's kind of burst my. So thank you guys once again for watching the Mad Lab tonight. We will be concluding this mask Saturday at 8 p.m. We're also going to be watching some fan films and the exclusive interview. Paul Allen, who is the writer, director, actor, creator of Paul's Wonderful Circus. And we got a fun treat where it's going to be the world premiere of the teaser trailer for Paul's Wonderful Circus Presents the First Harvest. So definitely, hopefully, I'll see you all there this Saturday at 8 p.m. Until then, just remember, this isn't just masks. This isn't just painting. This isn't just beating up a piece of plastic and putting layers upon layers upon layers in it just for your entertainment. This science. Roji, hit the red button, please.